concerned about the appointments that this new president might make. So it was announced that his next appointment might be a gay man and a woman.
There you go.
So that you can calm down. There's going to be diversity in the Trump White House.
You hear that, Richard? Maybe hope you might be appointed by Trump.
I don't know how he's going to get around to Richard.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
What's the Third Amendment, by the way? How come no one ever talks about that? I know the Second
Everybody
Amendment.
skips right over
What is the Third Amendment?
We should find out.
I'm not going to find out. I'm too busy.
It is the quartering of soldiers, the Third Amendment.
Yeah, Fred, why didn't you know that?
No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law.
No wonder no one knows what it is.
They say it's the least argued of the amendments in the Bill of Rights, and the Supreme Court has never decided a case on the basis of it.
Stay to the right to I-80
Thank
East
you.
Patterson, New York.
Fred is zoned out now. He's basking in that complimentary phone call he just got.
Really?
He was complimented, and guy says he does great
Went
sound
right
effects.
to his head?
Went right to his head.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, listen, Fred gives great sound effects and head, so that's two things he does really well.
Kathy Griffin says he's good in bed.
She thinks.
Omarosa is saying that she lost family and friends. People turned her back on people turned their backs on her for her support of Donald Trump. She made these statements on 2020. She was tearful. She went on to say that friends and family members cut her out of their lives, including one friend who was supposed to be a bridesmaid in her upcoming wedding.
What the fuck?
She was the one who then said that there was a list that Mr. Trump had with all the names of people who didn't support him, and that they were all going to have to bow down to him once the election was over. She has now cleared that up and said that was not an official statement from the Trump campaign.
That's an unofficial statement.
Yeah. President Obama says...
Who knew Omarosa had friends? I didn't even know that.
This is getting married again. Remember, she was engaged. The last time we saw her, she was engaged to that actor who died.
I didn't know that.
You did. You interviewed her about it.
Yeah, I know, but I blocked it out.
Oh. And apparently she's bounced back and she's getting married again.
All right, good for her.
President Obama says President-elect Donald Trump is a pragmatic man, not driven by ideology. That's what he has discerned from his meetings with Donald Trump at the White House. He said he would describe his recent meeting with Trump as very cordial, and he said it was impressive that Trump was able to tap into the energies of such a large group of disgruntled voters in the presidential campaign. So that's how he's seeing it. He also thinks it's good that the Democratic Party has been shaken up by this election. He says sometimes it's good to go through a period of deep introspection, and that would be necessary after last week's election, 1-7.
Did he have a meeting with Secretary of State Omarosa at all?
No.
When your team loses, everybody gets deflated, and it's hard, and it's challenging. So I think it's a healthy thing for
Police reported ahead.
to go through some reflection.
He also commented on meeting Donald Trump, 1-8.
He expressed a great interest in maintaining our core strategic relationships, and so one of the messages I will be able to deliver is his commitment to NATO.
So the president is in Greece taking one of his final overseas trips, and he said that he will be bringing the message to our allies that Donald Trump is willing to work with them and in support of our allies. Also in the news, the congressman who wants to be the new leader of the Democratic Party is calling for President-elect Donald Trump to take back one of his first appointments. Minnesota Representative Keith Ellison says Trump should rescind the appointment of Steve Bannon as chief strategist and senior counselor to the president. Ellison says Bannon is adored by white supremacists, white nationalists, and anti-Semites,